going from scarcity thinking to an abundance mindset. We've spoken a little bit about this, but a lot of doctors say to me, oh, we're in a market that's saturated. We're in a market that's saturated because I don't believe it's saturated. It's growing. That's what it is. It's growing because there's opportunity. And when there's opportunity, there's people. That's the way it works in business, right? So how do you set yourself apart in a saturated market? You set yourself apart by not becoming one of the many, by not pricing the same way, by not talking the same way, by not marketing the same way. By doing things differently, you are going to put yourself in a different category, and all of a sudden you are not price competing, you are value competing, and you stand out in your market that is already saturated. And that's essentially what we want to do. So always asking, how can I solve these problems better? How can I give a better solution to a patient with problems? Because essentially there's more than enough people out there for everyone to make money. That's why there's a dentist on every corner, a doctor on every corner, an accountant on every corner, a spa or a whatever it may be. There's a business of all kinds on every corner. There's not just one in a town, but yet there's enough business for everyone. The business that thrives is the business that stands out. The business that stands out is generally the business that can prove that they offer more value. And this one's for Bianca. From avoiding numbers to embracing data. We are not number people. We are not taught to look at numbers. In fact, I feel like often when I bring up numbers amongst doctors, it's almost as bad as bringing up numbers in the church. So, yes, numbers is a very uncomfortable place for a lot of people. Profit is an uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. Business is an uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. But the truth is that if you start thinking like a business owner, if you start thinking like a CEO, then if you don't know your numbers, you actually don't know your business, because you cannot make any decision without the data that the numbers provide you. Then you're just doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different outcome. It's literally taking today and copy and pasting 365 days of today, and then at the end of a year, looking back going, that was the same year as last year. I worked myself to the bone. I implemented 1,000 things and nothing worked, or some things worked, but I don't even know what worked. And I'm still no richer, no further, no more fulfilled. So you have to look at your numbers. Your numbers is the thing that gives you data. It is the thing that tells you what's working and what's not working. And in our practice, we have a thing that we say, fail and fail fast. Implement things, look at the numbers. Did it convert into what we wanted it to convert into? If it didn't, drop it, pivot, start again. And then lastly, too many doctors do all the things, but when you're doing all the things, you cannot grow because you reach capacity. You only have so many hours in a day. Your hands can only work on one patient at a time. You can only do as much as you can, and then you're capped. So delegating is your fastest way of growing. So what I want you to look at now is what can you give to other people that they can do 80% as well as you, and there's 20% room for improvement. So what low income or non-profit tasks can you delegate immediately? So if you are in a business where you have a receptionist or an assistant or a nurse or anything like that, are there tasks that you can delegate to that person to free up time so that you can focus on the thing that brings in money? If there is that opportunity, write it down immediately. If you are a one-man show at this stage, you're planning on growing, then I want you to make a list of things that as you grow, you need to start delegating, like social media to somebody who knows how to do social media, because it takes forever and a day to try and put social media content together. So a content creator, what can you delegate to a content creator? Can you find yourself a virtual assistant or somebody that can help you in the morning just with bookings, admin, follow-ups, treatment plans, etc.? What can you delegate to free up time so that you can focus on the income generating tasks in your practice? Write those down.